Hi, this is Charlie from WaterPump EC. Welcome back for another video. I will show you more details about our products. Thank you again to all the backers that helped the Kickstarter campaign. This is a success, before the end. So that means all those very nice products will be shipped to all our wonderful backers within March next year. So that's a very good news, and we really hope that 2021 will be the year where you will be able to get those devices to help you on your day-to-day work with your hydroponic garden. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the dosing module right here that we use to dose pH, pH minus, pH plus, and also nutrients in your system. So let's take a look at it. This guy is, as this one, very simple, meaning that below it you only have the power connector, which also transfer data from this guy, and you have another connector right here. This is a control connector where you will plug a little pump that will be in your water. So as we saw in the last video for the water sensor, we have all-in-one harness here with the sensor part and also the pump part for the doser. This pump is very important because your doser right here will be linked to your nutrients bottles, and it will have a harness right here where all the pump outputs will plug into this harness. So I can show how it works. Okay, I've got another water pump here with the harness. Okay, so you have to imagine that all those little tubes here, you will have your bottles. Okay, so the liquid from your nutrients will go sucked by the pump and will go into this harness. Okay, so this harness here will have a continuous flow of water running from the reservoir and back to the reservoir. Okay, so where the water comes from, I take my harness back. This little guy here, this pump, will push water in the circuit, and the water will come back here and will be spread on the sides of this part, so that all the nutrients and all the pH minus or plus that you will inject goes far away from the sensors and do not disturb the sensors. Because what you don't want is to make dosages that will go directly in the sensor and the device say, okay, it's all good, I got enough nutrients. No, you don't want to do that. You want to try to mix, to spread those nutrients as evenly possible in your water reservoir to have a very efficient dosage system. So this water pump module has 4 pumps. The 4 pumps can be attributed. You can select if it's for pH regulation or for nutrient regulation. Okay, so that's very important. And those pumps are automatic, meaning that all the dosage is really automatic. It's all on the app that it will work. You don't have to make manual dosages yourself. That's the past for you. You're in another world right now. And on the side, you still have the possibility to activate all the pumps manually. Okay, so if you want to clean a pump with some water, if you want to just fill a tube with a solution, you don't have to click on buttons on an application. You just push the button right here, the pump works, it's all fine. Regarding those pumps, we are using standard industry pump. You've got multiple, maybe I can show you, because a lot of dosers have the same kind of pump, and it's not by mistake, it's only that it's the biggest pump brand on the market right now. So you have the black one like this, the black version, which is the very cheap one. You have this kind that we are using. So it's basically the same as this one, but the material used for the head of the pump here is much stronger, meaning that in time it will not deform, it will wear very slowly compared to this one, so it will last longer. And after that, you've got other models. This one is a little bit more rigid, but very much more expensive for what it is. And you've got also this kind of guy, which is maybe 5 times the price of this one. And this one is a little bit more accurate because it has, you know, a gearbox right here. So we chose this one because it's totally adapted to what we do here, which is hydroponic dosing systems. This one can make a dose precise below the milliliters, okay? And so this is a very, very simple product, meaning that you have the pump here, the motor, and you have the head here, okay? So the head is the mechanical part. And this is the part that will fail first if something has to fail, because it's mechanic. So when it fails, you don't want to be in a situation where you say yourself, okay, I got one down, I still have 3, so what do? I throw away the module and get a new one, or replace it, or it would be maybe too expensive. Those heads are not expensive at all. So you will be able to get new one and to replace it. Very simple. There are clips on the side. Take it away, put the new one in. That's it. Okay? Very, very simple. If the motor dies, same thing, but this time you only have to unscrew the 2 screws you got right here. Take it away, put the new one in. As you can see, you've got pins on the pump, and inside the module you have no cables, no mess around. You know, you don't have mess. So you just take the pump away, plug the new one, and you're ready to go again. On the harness part, we are using connectors. I have another one here. We are using this kind of connectors. Those are industrial pneumatic connectors that can deal with high pressure of water and also of air. They are very much used in you know, mist system, for example, that you see during summer. You've got these big fans on a restaurant terrace or whatever. And we are using this kind of tube. It's a 8mm outside diameter tube, and to plug with it, it's very easy. This is why we use this kind of connectors and not the one you have to, you know, force like a crazy person on it, and the other one that you cannot unplug easily when you need to clean it. This one, just cut the tube, you know, you push it. That's it. It will resist, okay? It's very tight, and when you want to take it out, you just press this little blue part here, and it goes away, okay? So those guys, they are magic. For what we do, it's the best, meaning that you can customize the length of the tube you will use. It's a standard tube, so you can buy more if you need to. Those tubes are also very robust, meaning that they will last in time. And the bonus is, you know, when you do hydroponics, you know that you have to clean things. And those tubes have the right diameter to use a little tool like that, you know, just put it in. And that's cleaned easily, okay? You don't have any material left, you don't have any salt or nutrient left in your tube, and it changed lives, you know. The very purpose of this kit is stop wasting time. So, how does it make dosages? Well, first, it will work in terms of priority. As you may know, when you add some nutrient solution in a water reservoir, you will see your pH change, fluctuates, because all those nutrients will change the very pH of your water. So what we do is that we make EC dosing first, and after it has reached the target you've set, we will dose automatically the pH. Same thing to reach the target. So what you will have to do, and I will show you how it works in the app in another video. Basically, you will say in the app, okay, this pump has, for example, my ECA, okay, the first base of your nutrients. So you will take your nutrient chart. It will tell you how many milliliters per 10 liters you will have to manually dose in your system. Just enter this number in the pump on the application, and you do that for all the pumps. And after that, click on auto dosing on, and it will do its magic, meaning that it will automatically dose all the nutrients for you, and always keep the right proportion of nutrients, which is very important. Also, it does not care about your water reservoir volume, meaning that we are compatible with a lot of water reservoirs. You can use it in very small one, like 10 liters or so, also, up to 1,000 liters reservoir. We've tried it for this kind of volumes. It works well, you know. And what it does is that it not only it does it automatically, but it will learn what environment it is put in. So it will adapt. If it make a dose, a very small one, and it sees it does nothing, it will make another one and another one. And each time, just like a human, it will understand, okay, do I make a big enough dose, or do I make, is it too small or too big, and how do I adapt to it, so that I can reach my target very quickly, but not going, too far, too quick, which is something you don't want, because we want to reduce risk at a maximum for your plants, okay? So those configuration has been used in our outdoor system for more than 6 months total, with no interruption. During those 6 months, we've grown tomatoes, zucchinis, herbals, a lot of things within one growing setup. And it was very, very nice, because we didn't have to take care of the system at all. We only had to trim all the branches and leaves and take the fruits and vegetable when it was time to harvest, basically, and add some water from time to time. And when the water needed nutrients, of course, the kit did that for us. When we reached, also very important point, when we reached a very low level in a nutrient bottle, the kit sent a notification, so that you are alerted that you will need to intervene and fill one of the nutrient bottle before it reached a very low level. So this way you are always safe, and you have the ability to leave your grow operation for several days and maybe several weeks if you have a system to automatically top off your water. This is what we have applied here, which has allowed us to not touch a thing for more than 3 weeks in a 5 meter square installation. It was nearly 5 meter, I think, something like that. It was 40 plants in that installation. So in terms of life comfort, it's a game changer. You know what? at the very beginning, when I launched this project, it was not even a project, you know, it was a hobby for me. I just couldn't have a normal garden because of space and very bad soil. So I went to hydroponics, and at the time I had a full-time job, I had a lot of things to do, and I didn't have the time to come back after the work and to deal with all the measurements and the dosing things. Same thing, to when I went on holidays, I always had to find a plant babysitter, and it was crazy hard because those people have to know what the plant needs, how to, you know, work with the amount of water you need for the pace of it, and what to do if something goes wrong. So this is the very origin of this project. When I've made the first devices, which were very primitive, it very quickly did the job. And when people saw that, you know, a lot of people have been asking me, oh, that would be great, you know, for just other people than just me. So it became more and more of a real, very professional business project intended to become a business. And that's where I found an awesome partner, Michael, which would join me for this project. And together we are able to go steps further because it's easy to make a little thing where you plug some sensors, you learn a little bit of code to make it work in some ways. But to make something that is very robust, that will last in time, that will have a graphic interface and not just only lines of code, that you can data log and put some intelligence in it, you have to work a lot on that. And together we were able to do that. He has all the software skills required for this, and I have all the hardware knowledge. So basically he did all the code, and I did all the 3D modeling of the parts, designing all the parts, choosing all the components we put in our devices, and also making sure that we have electronics that supports all the features we wanted. So yeah, a project like this is very long, because to make hardware products such as this one, you have a lot of parameters to deal with. So that's it for now. I will continue and make a new video. This time I will show you the beta software we used earlier this year to manage our beta devices. See you in the next video. Bye.